Welcome to About the Money. My name is Amber Yoder, and I am here with Jennifer Stoner, who's going to help us with some mortgage questions today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks. So first and foremost, if you were giving some advice to a first-time home buyer, somebody who has never gone through this process before, what should they do to prepare for that?
Well, there are several things. We want to talk about credit. We want to talk about saving for down payment and having some cash saved up for this purchase. And to really know your affordability. Just because your lender can say that you can qualify for this amount, you might not be comfortable with that with your own personal budget. So preparation to know your numbers is the first step.
Okay. What kinds of things do they need to know about their credit?
So you can get a free annual credit report through freeannualcreditreport.com. And I think it's very important. Now, this does not give you your FICO score, but it gives you the content in your credit report. So you're going to be able to know, oh, do I have a late pay that I was unaware of? Or do I have a collection that I was unaware of? So you can take care of those bloopers and really prepare yourself for success.
Nice. Is there a standard amount that you recommend for the down payment, things that you would save for?
Well, we have many different loan programs, some as little as zero down, even down payment assistance programs. But I think a good rule of thumb, there's certain qualifications for different loan programs, but a good 3% down payment, I think will really set everyone up for success.
Good to know. So what advice do you have for someone if they're in the market, they've started this process, they've checked their credit, they kind of know what's out there. How do you find the right place for you?
Well, very good question. First step is get with your lender, get pre-qualified. So you've done your research, but now get with the professional so they can say, yes, you are ready to go. And then we, as lenders, provide a pre-qualification letter that the real estate agent will want to typically formally show you a home or make an offer. But then you really need to think about, what do you want in your home? Location, proximity to work and school and kids' activities perhaps, access to highway and, in-town shopping, things of that nature. Everybody's priorities are different. So I think I've heard this number before and I really liked it. So, here's your list, 100%. But, what are those really top priorities? Mm-hmm. So when you get into the home showing process, you're going to be able to kind of eliminate, this really is my priority, or I could maybe deal with a half bathroom versus that second bathroom.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So once they found the right home and they have that pre-qualification, what happens next in the mortgage process?
So that's when things get going.
All right.
So once a buyer has a signed purchase agreement, they're under contract and we have a deadline to meet. Typically it's about 30 days from start to finish. So the lender is given the purchase agreement and then we start a formal mortgage loan application. So we're going to ask for probably an update of items that we asked for in that pre-qualification stage. Pay stubs, W-2s, financials, bank statements, and then we start this process and we take a formal application and you sign a lot of loan documents. We order an appraisal. We order title work and we get the file into processing and underwriting. So us as the loan officer, we're asking for all of these items up front, but due diligence is a strong part of this process. So underwriting is going to go through with a fine-tooth comb in the file. So if the lender missed anything or if there's any questions, we can clarify all of that. And then typically the final thing to come in on that file is the appraisal report, which substantiates the purchase price and makes sure it protects the buyer and the lender that the value is in the home for what they're paying for it. And then about a week later, we head to closing.
Awesome. What's really cool, I think, about with our process is that you talked about underwriting and the lender, but all of those people are local. Like you can actually reach out, you can have discussions.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very nice. We have all local processing, underwriting, our closers, our lenders. And it's so nice. If you have a unique situation, you can pick up the phone and get a quick answer.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being with us, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me.
All loans are subject to credit approval. Terms may vary. Restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. MLS 399979.